Have you ever wished you could turn back the hands of time to whisper secrets of the future into the eager ears of your younger self?
I wish that all the time.
What monumental advice would you give to that 16-year-old boy on the brink of manhood, knowing all you know now? Imagine stepping through a portal, a bridge to your past, where every mistake, every triumph, and every lesson learned could be shared with the wide-eyed teenager you once were. Picture the scene as you impart wisdom on love, career, and the unexpected twists and turns of life.
Life is like a coin.
This is not just about nostalgia. It's about the raw, unfiltered truths that could have shaped our destinies. Today, we delve deep into the minds and hearts of individuals who've pondered these very questions. From the quirky to the serious, the humorous to the life-changing, we uncover the most thought-provoking advice that Reddit users have offered to their younger selves. As you watch, I encourage you to journey within and contemplate the advice you would offer your own 16-year-old self. What wisdom would you share to navigate the complexities of growing up? Join us as we navigate through this labyrinth of wisdom, laughter, and hindsight. Are you ready to be inspired, to laugh, and perhaps even shed a tear?
More than ready.
Stay tuned as we reveal the profound, the unexpected, and the outright hilarious advice that could only be appreciated by those who have lived enough to wish they knew better. We'll kick things off with Love to Scare, who snagged, as of this recording, over 233 upvotes for this pearl of wisdom.
Stop being a people pleaser. It's not going to get you anywhere. Some people are unkind and don't deserve what you do for them.
Spot on, don't you think? Many of us, especially in our youth, fall into the people-pleasing pit. Has that been true for you? Next, we have Automatic Sky 5722, doling out advice he'd give to his younger self.
When you leave home for college at 17, do not come back. Your mother will never change.
Well, with that, he captured a bit of humor mixed with a dash of reality, capturing over 1,000 upvotes.
Thumbs up!
Makes you wonder, though, if over the years, his mother pondered whether her son would ever change.
Soon he will, probably, in the near future.
Then there's the succinct, yet potentially life-altering advice from Planet Bal.
Invest in Microsoft. Floss.
Simple, to the point, and it makes you question whether Planet Bal is now regretting not following his own advice, both financially and dentally.
I'd have taken better care of my teeth.
Icy Rub 3371 brings us down to earth with some hard truth about the stubbornness of youth.
Who am I kidding? I wouldn't listen anyway.
It's refreshing to see someone acknowledge their bullheadedness, but it does make you curious.
Very curious, indeed.
Has he managed to outgrow that trait? And here's a relatable piece from Vision in Plaid.
Just because she's your girlfriend doesn't mean you have to let her walk all over you. Stand up for yourself and call her out on her crap.
Gotta grow a pair.
Whoa! That sounds like a story many might be familiar with. It's intriguing to consider if the dynamics of that relationship ever shifted. As we've started to peel back the layers of wisdom, humor, and raw honesty shared by those reflecting on their past, it feels like we're just scratching the surface.
We're just scratching the surface, baby.
What advice would you give to your 16-year-old self?
Can I give you some advice?
I urge you to share your nuggets of wisdom or the lessons you've learned in the comments below. Let's make this a treasure trove of insights and laughs. Oh, and be sure to sit tight because this is merely the beginning.
I'm not going anywhere.
If you thought these bits of advice were enlightening, quirky, or downright hilarious, you haven't seen anything yet. We have a lineup of some of the most unexpected and laugh-out-loud recommendations still to come. So keep watching, because there's more wisdom from the rearview mirror up ahead, and trust me, you won't want to miss out on the best, quirkiest, and funniest life advice that Reddit users have to offer.
I gotta see this turn up.
Now here's one from Zico's that seems both sad and encouraging at the same time. He would advise his 16-year-old self that,
"Your mom is a narcissist. You'll never get her love. She'll only bring you pain and harm. You're also capable of way more than you're led to believe, so truck the naysayers and go for it."
Wow! You can clearly sense the pain he has been through with a mom treating him that way. We feel sorry that he experienced that in his youth. Yet we also see him being resilient with his advising his 16-year-old self to go for it.
Go for it.
Can we infer from this that he did, in fact, succeed in life?
Success! Success!
Or is this just a wistful regret because he never did go for it and now regrets it?
So many regrets.
And now, after that melancholy moment, we need to hear something fun. And we do indeed hear a fun comment from Bulky Ring 3756, who comments,
I'm still 16. What am I doing here?
Hey, thanks for that, Bully Ring 3756. That's funny. But perhaps you could paradoxically benefit the most from these words of wisdom from adults giving advice to their younger selves.
Is it my advice to you?
And there's no guessing required as to where Bubblegum Gray is coming from, as he advises his younger self.
Attend all your classes in high school. Don't get mad too easy and talk more. Don't be too shy. Don't start smoking marijuana because you'll be smoking it for the next 4 years.
Yup, it's clear where he's been and good that he's no longer there. I am, of course, assuming he is much older than 20 years old now.
He's much older than he looks.
And oh wow, get a load of this one. Direct from the keyboard of 500 Error PDX, we hear,
Hey, you're gonna marry your girlfriend and then she is going to divorce you. Life will be really, really rough. Oh, and you're not straight. Oh, one more thing. Find a good therapist.
Wow, can you imagine his 16-year-old self hearing that advice from his older self?
I have a hard time believing that I feel this.
That would certainly be a what the truck moment indeed. And now here's a poignant one that speaks of love and loss, as Sparky62075 would advise his 16-year-old self.
In 2 years, when she moves away for school, go with her.
Wow, that's sad. I am assuming, of course, he's sad he lost his girlfriend and not the opportunity for a better life outside of his childhood town. Either way, though, it's sad. And now, for opposite sides of the spectrum concerning romantic advice you'd offer yourself as a 16-year-old, we hear first from Coat Rocks, who would advise his younger self.
A girl will invite you to the Sadie Hawkins dance in a new school you'll attend. Date her, don't be a wuss. She's everything you ever wanted in a woman. You just didn't realize this until many years later, when you're regretting it looking back.
Ah, so wistful he is for the love opportunity that he allowed to just slip away because he was a wuss.
Oh, you are such a wuss.
But old T9294 would advise himself the exact opposite, as he notes.
Don't fall in love with that girl. It will follow you all your life.
And now here's advice that I can personally relate to, that Dr. 3AM Runner offers.
Get out more. Make bad decisions. Have fun.
Have some fun in this life.
Can anyone else here relate to that? And that will wrap it up for now, folks.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, before we go, please be sure to share in the comments section what advice you would offer your 16-year-old self.
Relationship advice.
We'd love to hear from you and have a chance to laugh and cry and learn and so much more right here in our community.
I could use a good laugh.
Who couldn't?
We thank you for joining us today. And as we bid you farewell, we remind you that even though you are no longer 16 years old,
That's a real shame.
you are still absolutely fabulous. And yes, you are loved.